Okay.
So what else going on?
I wanted to ask you, what is your review of DW Flame's performance when he had his little tryout on here the other day?
I thought he did great.
A lot of energy.
When we were here, a lot of energy. But when I went back and listened to it, it was a little tad bit too much sauce. But I talked to him.
Okay.
I talked to him, and he was like, cool. I said, listen, that last whatever cup, he got to cut that cup out. Eliminate that cup, and I think he's a great, I won't say replacement, but filler for Crip Mac.
Oh, wow.
We're not going to disrespect Crip Mac and say replacement.
Crip Mac exists on his own plane, his own level as a human being, and I would never want to tell someone that they are the new Crip Mac because those are big shoes to fill. Big 55th Street size shoes.
Remember, he said he had the original 5 in the back of the head. I don't know what's going on. That's some Crip going on. I'm going to mind my business. That ain't Paru business.
Right. But, okay, this is my review of him. At first, I didn't even know he was drunk. It took a little while. I took his cup at one point, smelled it, and was like, okay.
Because you didn't figure out to the last cup.
I wouldn't say the last cup. I would say even within like the first half hour, I was starting to get tipped off to the fact because he doesn't have a reputation for drinking, I've ascertained, because I mentioned to a couple people at different social events over the past couple of days, like before it even came out, I mentioned DW Flame was on the podcast with me and Wack. It was hilarious. He got fucking shit-faced. And people kept telling me he don't really drink that much. And I was like, oh, so maybe
he was nervous.
We got it, exactly. And we might have got like a rare peek into what a drunk-ass DW Flame is like. Yeah. But either way, there was a situation at the end that actually got edited out. So the people aren't going to know what you're talking about. But basically, he was over-whooping a little bit.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm talking about.
A Crip is over-whooping. But we ain't gonna talk about that.
He had his whoops that morning. Let's put it that way.
I mean, she got wild.
It didn't, but they're gonna ruin it.
Wild.
They're gonna think that like we had an altercation.
No, she got wild. I mean,
it wasn't like that.
Adam, you got a great makeup artist. You can't even see it.
Shut the fuck up.
You can't even see it. He was looking like alfalfa.
You're forcing me to hint further at what it was because they're gonna think something happened.
We're not gonna do that. We can't do that.
He was over whooping.
We was over whooping.
He tried to come in on a little. He tried to come in like FYBJ May.
D-Dub, you over whoop, loke.
And we had to save his ass. We deleted the shit out of the podcast because we didn't want to
definitely
have him looking rocky out here.
Appreciate that.
But that to me kind of undermines what we're trying to do here in terms of our security and everything like that. So that's definitely not something that we're trying to have happen again with the over-whooping.
I talked to him. I scolded him. I called the Incredible team on the 3-way. Yeah, I put his ass under the microscope.
Do you know what is his exact relationship with them? With the Nick Cannon
direct.
Incredibles
No, he's
thing?
direct. That's no front. He talked to Nick direct. He's on all the all the Wild Now tours. He's part of the tour. He gets paid to be on the tour. He's a direct artist to them. He works up under my man Frisco Chuck. Shout out to Frisco Chuck, who runs the whole music department, the whole talent department over there. So no, he's direct. This ain't no like he's outside.
Right. I think when I think about DW Flame, he was doing a little too much during that podcast. Like it was just a little bit overbearing, a little bit too much. But I feel like him not drunk would probably be like pretty good. So I feel like we got to try it again because I feel like his sweet spot might be hit maybe like 1 or 2 drinks in, not wherever he was at.
You think Crip Mac ever did too much at one time? You had to talk to him?
Oh yeah.
Okay, well there it is. Don't discriminate on a Crip when you didn't gave another Crip a chance.
Oh yeah.
I mean on Paru, I'm just
Crip Mac's over talking was pretty much a habitual issue.
There you go. And the one thing about D-Dub, he pretty level-headed. He's very respectful. And when I spoke with him, I got zero resistance. And I told him what it was. Well, again, I called him with the Incredible team, the Nick Cannon team, on the phone.
I just got the Nick Cannon follow on Instagram, so.
Yeah, definitely. It's all that.
Was that a Wack100 Christmas surprise?
No, that's a Nick Cannon, showing support because you're supporting one of his.
And recognizing that I'm the realest in the game.
Yeah, definitely.
You were supposed to put up some sort of
Shout
fight
out to
there.
the realest. You know the realest, by the way?
Huh?
You know the realest?
Myself?
No, you ever met the realest?
There's a person named the realist?
Yeah. On the Above the Rim soundtrack, his name was Teninicant. But the realest was a Tupac replacement at Death Row.
Oh, yeah,
the realest.
okay.
Yeah,
I knew I recognized the name, yeah.
Yeah. You know, anybody that...
He got Death Row shoes on right there.